Good morning students and welcome to online physical science class. Today I am discussing some important question answers. First question is, what is variable valency of iron? Some elements show variable valency. Among metals, copper, iron, tin, lead, manganese, chromium, etc. and among non-metals, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, etc. have variable valency. Sometimes to indicate the lower valency of an element, the word OUS, us, and to indicate the higher valency, the word IC, ic, are used. For example, iron has variable valency. Iron variable valencies are 2 and 3. So when iron reacts with chlorine, either ferrous chloride or ferric chloride will be formed. See, ferrous chloride means FeCl2 and ferric chloride means FeCl3. In both the cases, valency of chlorine is 1. But valency of iron is changing. One time 2 and another time 3. The next question is, what is electrolysis? The process of chemical decomposition followed by formation of new substances from an electrolyte dissolved in water or in fused state by the passage of electricity is known as electrolysis. The apparatus in which electrolysis of an electrolyte is done is known as voltmeter. For the passage of electricity through the electrolytes in molten state or in solution, two metal rods, generally platinum metal, are dipped partially called electrodes. One of the two electrodes connected to the negative end of the battery is called cathode and the other connected to the positive end is called anode. Sometimes non-metallic graphite rod is also used as electrode. See this diagram. This is voltmeter. Within this, we have taken electrolyte. Electrolyte has been taken. This is cathode. This is anode. Actually, cation goes to cathode. That's why cathode is negative. That's why cation will be neutralized over there. And anion or negative ion goes to anode. That's why anode is positive end of the battery. So that anion will be neutralized over there. Now the third question is, what is thermal decomposition? See the diagram. Copper carbonate. This is copper carbonate. It has been taken in this test tube. Thermal means heat. So this is a candle. By heat, it has been decomposed into carbon dioxide gas and copper, black copper. So you can say like this. Another example also I am giving. Mercuric oxide on heating decomposes to constituent elements, namely mercury and oxygen. This is a process of thermal decomposition. So where decomposition occurs by heat, that type of decomposition is called thermal decomposition. Write the answer with proper example. Question number 4. What is philosopher's wool? On burning in oxygen, zinc is oxidized to form white fumes of zinc oxide, which condenses as wool-like solid called philosopher's wool. Reaction 2Zn plus O2 is equal to 2ZnO. ZnO is zinc oxide and from Zn to ZnO there will be an arrow. That means oxidation occurs. See the diagram. Zinc oxide is called philosopher's wool. See, it's a wool-like substance, white wool-like substance. Question number 5. What is redox reaction? Oxidation and reduction is a simultaneous process. If one of the reactants oxidizes the other, the second in turn reduces the first. So one of the two reactants undergoes oxidation while the other undergoes reduction. In a redox reaction, a substance which oxidizes other and is reduced on its side is called an oxidizing agent or oxidant, and the substance which reduces other and is oxidized on its side is called a reducing agent or reductant. See the diagram where magnesium reacts with copper. So here Cu2 plus and here it's forming Mg2 plus plus Cu. Mg and Cu in both cases oxidation state is 0 because they are not in ionic form. So concept diagram for metal displacement reaction. Stable symbols omitted. That means this is 0. That's why they have omitted. So from here to here, electrons transferred 2e minus. That means 2 electrons transferred over here. The more reactive magnesium displaces copper and oxidation happens, electron loss, magnesium atoms oxidized from 0 to 2 plus. That means deficiency of 2 electron. Next, reduction occurs from 2 plus, Cu2 plus to Cu. That means from 2 plus to 0. That means copper get 2 extra electrons. So reduction occurs, reduction, electron gain, copper ions reduced. Question number 6. What is principal quantum number? What is principal quantum number? Answer you may write, the maximum number of electrons that an orbit may have is governed by the formula 2n squared, where n is the ordinal number of the orbit or shell and known as principal quantum number. See this diagram, principal quantum number small n will be denoted by small n. This is nucleus and these are the orbits where electrons rotate. N is equal to 1, that means principal number n is equal to 1, that is k. When n is equal to 2, that will be L. When n is equal to 3, that will be M. And when n is equal to 4, that will be n orbit. And so on. So formula of principal number is 2n squared. Question number 7. How CO2 is detected? CO2 is detected from its acid property. Lime water is basic in nature. CO2 reacts with lime water. This reaction is similar to that occurring between CO2 and NaOH. On passing CO2 in lime water, calcium carbonate is formed. Calcium carbonate is insoluble in water, so lime water becomes turbid first. When excess CO2 is passed into the solution, calcium carbonate is changed to calcium bicarbonate, which is soluble in water. Thus, the solution becomes clear again. Calcium hydroxide CaOH whole twice plus CO2 equal to calcium carbonate CaCO3. It will be precipitated, so down arrow, plus H2O. Next reaction, CaCO3 plus H2O plus CO2 is equal to CaHCO3 whole twice, that is calcium bicarbonate. See the diagram. Test for carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide turns lime water cloudy. Carbon dioxide plus calcium hydroxide or lime water forms calcium carbonate plus water, that is CO2 gas. When reacts with calcium hydroxide in aqueous solution, it will be formed calcium carbonate solid and H2O liquid. This is the first test tube. This is the second test tube. When CO2 will be added, it will be more turbid. This is called turbidity. And And the next and last question is, what is aqua regia? I think this answer is very easy and you can give the answer. Then also I am giving you one idea. A mixture of 3 volume of concentrated HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, and 1 volume of concentrated HNO3, that is nitric acid, is called aqua regia. It is used for dissolving gold. See the diagram. What is aqua regia? 3 HCl concentrated, please mention, is to 1 volume of HNO3. This is a mixture, and drop gold in 1 hour. That means it can dissolve gold. You need to write all the question answers in your physical science exercise book. For subject related doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. Thank you, students, and have a nice day.